Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is the Wednesday hump day edition of Charles Snyder Raw. It's unscripted, unedited, unfiltered, unscheduled, and sometimes unable to do much of anything when I have equipment problems, but we're past that now. We're called up and I'm producing content. Hi, my name is Charles, and I'm the owner of Charles E. Snyder III Marketing, and this series is called Charles Snyder Raw because I just talk about whatever's on my mind. Sometimes I take questions from the audience, or maybe it's something that I'm facing personally in business, and I just kind of ramble on about a little bit of what I'm doing, how I'm solving problems, working around issues, talking about new topics of concern where it's focused on marketing your businesses online. And that's been working out pretty good for us. In fact, the last couple of days I've been taking questions from Quora and just answering them. So it's been working out really great. Haven't even really had to put a whole lot of thought into it. And guess what? Today I had another question pop up in my email inbox, and I took a look at it, and I thought that would be a great topic for my next video. So let's take a look at that. The one we received today is actually from someone named Mustafa. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. But basically, Mustafa wants to know, why does Facebook decrease the paid reach for campaigns even if it was tested before? There's a couple reasons for that, and that kind of goes back to first part, what I was seeing, I believe it was yesterday or maybe the day before, where I was talking about you need to do some split testing. And not just like two ads. I'm talking multiple ads, multiple different ways. Different ad copy, different titles, different images, several images, videos are particularly effective for Facebook ads and Instagram. So let's talk about that a little bit more in depth. And I don't know, there's like something crawling on my damn face, or maybe it's a hair, I don't know what the hell it is, but it's driving me fucking nuts. So let's talk about that for a second. As far as multiple versions of the same ad. Now, it's not just your ad copy, your images, your titles, your call to action, stuff like that. The other aspect of that is showing it to different types of audiences, different demographics, to see which ones apply or are stickier than other versions. If you get more social interaction out of it and stuff, you're going to have a higher relevancy score, which means you're going to have a lower cost per click. More people interact with your shit means it's cheaper. That's the way Facebook does business, because over the length of time, you're going to have more interaction. They're going to make more money off of you, which means they can lower the cost per click. So if you have a really low relevancy score, if your ads get shown at all, your cost per click is going to be really high because people just don't find your shit interesting. It's as simple as that. Create great content, create great ads that people care about, that people like, people share, they comment, and your costs go down. You're going to have a higher volume, you're going to have more clicks, but your cost per click goes down. Facebook makes more money on the long run by you creating great content, which is why they've done away with organic reach for all the spammers and the scammers. Do you have to pay to play? Yeah, you have to pay to play. But it also clears up the playing field so that you're not being lost in the crowd of tens of thousands of mediocre or just flat out garbage advertisers or posters Facebook killing organic reach is actually an opportunity in disguise. A lot of people are upset about it. They're losing their heads over it. But the bottom line is it's an opportunity for you to actually get seen much more likely by the people who care about whatever it is that you do. So, that being said, what happens is basically two things. Over the course of time, you have ad fatigue and you have saturation. That's your two key points of why even an ad that does really good, has a high relevancy score, has a really low cost per click, over the course of time, that's going to trail off into a trickle or become non-existent, and your costs go up while your social interaction and relevancy score goes down. There's two, and again, the two parts of that are ad fatigue. People get used to seeing it. They become numb to your message. And number two, ad saturation, meaning if you have if you only have like 5,000 people within your targeting, you're going to hit all that audience pretty quickly, which means your ad fatigue will start kicking in a lot sooner. So you have to look at your audiences, how broad your audience is. So if you really niche down and you only have an audience of like 1 to 5,000 people, you're going to saturate quickly. So again, that goes back to what I was saying previously. Don't throw a lot of money at it at first. Just put $1 or so into it a day to see where you're at. And then as you find the ads that actually matter to people, or the combinations that work, and you tweak it and you get that relevancy score up above a 7 or an 8, then you're on the right path. If your relevancy score is a 3, a 2, or a 3, your ad either sucks, or your targeting sucks, or your offer sucks, or it's been up for more than 3 to 6 months. Ads, if you hit a home run with an ad, or you work your way up to a home run with an ad, sooner or later you're still going to have to change the images, the title, the text, the ad copy, the offer, the call to action, because people are going to become numb to it. They've already seen it. It's lost its what's the term I'm looking for? It's lost its uniqueness, its newness, whatever the case may be. So you're going to have to look at coming up with new headlines, coming up with new images, preferably new videos, because as I've also stated in several other videos, and why Tony, whatever his name is, got all butthurt over the video I made there, was social media now is 80% or more about video. If you don't have video ads, people don't give a shit. If you don't have video content, people don't give a shit. Yes, you're still going to have people that do searches. It matters for that. It matters for SEO. It matters for content marketing. But if you want to actively get people in front of your offer and actually make some money instead of, trying to build it up over the course of 100 years, you need marketing. And when you do marketing, from time to time, every 3 to 4 months, you need to change up your ads, your offer, your copy, and stuff to keep people interested. If you have a lot of saturation quickly, you got to change the ad, you got to change the image, you got to change the title, you got to change the call to action. Not all at the same time, but you have to make changes to keep people interested, to capture their attention. People on the internet have the attention span of a flea. You have just 3 seconds, most of the time, to capture someone's attention, or, the vast majority of them click away. If you don't capture their attention in the first 3 to 5 seconds, That's it. You're done. You lost the opportunity. You screwed the pooch. You threw money out the window. You lit a dollar bill and you smoked it. Whatever you want to call it. But that's basically what's going on. Sooner or later, you have to change something about the ad, the targeting, or the ad copy, or the title, or the images and video, etc., etc., etc. That's the bottom line. That's basically the two things that are going on: ad fatigue or saturation. One of those two things. And without actually seeing your ads, it's hard to tell. I can't tell without those analytics. So you need to also be looking at your analytics to see what is going on, to know what your targeting is, how big your audience is. Are you hitting that saturation point quickly? Or do you have a very large audience and they're just not real interested in your ads? I don't know. I can't say without actually seeing those numbers. Only you know. So I hope this helps you, Mustafa. And by all means, if you find this information relevant and helpful, we appreciate the upvote. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter. Definitely subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I'll be back again tomorrow with another one of these videos. So in the meantime, enjoy your hump day. Hope you're having a great one. Love, peace, and chicken grease.